Hello, Danielle. This will be some video feedback. I'll try to address the questions in your email. I think it's a file path issue. Just remember that your file structure on your PC, where you're developing your website, needs to match the file structure on GeoCities. So I would expect to see folders or directories named the same thing, same way, and also where you place items, such as your images, they should be in the same folders or directories on your PC as they are on the web server. You can kind of think of the web server as an external hard drive. That's one way of sort of envisioning how to place or structure your files or manage your files. Danielle, thank you for entrusting me with your password. And so I'm going to GeoCities. I'm using Safari for the Macintosh. I think I did this the last time I cut a video for you. And I'm using the split screen, so I'll be able to see your code. Right now, this is the code behind the GeoCities page. I'm going to log in. And you mentioned something about creating a GRA. I'm going to use the file manager. Have you been using the file manager to upload files? I find it very easy. And just for the time being, I'm going to minimize this. I see you've got a GRA 310 folder, and it's dated today, which is Friday evening. And within that, I would expect to, okay, I see a folder for images. Let's see if you have any. Okay, I see a Venice JPEG of that image. So I'm going to assume that your intention is to place that. I'm going to go back up a directory, see what else you've got here. And then I see you've got an index.html. So I've gone there. This is the inline styling, I believe, page. Let's see. Let me go back to, I am in Safari. Okay, so Danielle, I see that you have an image folder. You may need a / before that. So right here. But I see that you have created a directory for images, and you want a relative link, not an absolute link. You might want to just do a little study on what the difference is. An absolute link would have the whole URL spelt out, http:// www.geocities.ws/Danielle Montemayor /GRA310/images, which is a safe way of doing things, but it doesn't need to be that long. I'm thinking that you need another / here to designate that this is a directory, that you go up a directory. But I think you're very close. Here is the inline styling that you've used. Think about using the corporate color, and which would be a BindHex number, rather than designated as, say, forest green. The corporate palette colors have web BindHex numbers. That's how you designate color on the web. So I want to use those. I see some good commenting, good going, and I see the beginnings of an unordered list. It doesn't have to have that many links. And that's fine. It's an unordered list. This will become your navigation. Yeah. In the next week, or next couple days, that's, I think, probably the next thing for you to wrap your head around is how to create a navigation from an unordered list. Consider going back to HTML5 Foundations, Chapter 4, I think, is where we would be at this point. Good going, though. So I think I'll probably end it here, Danielle. No need to be ashamed, about thinking that you need to know more about coding as a graphic designer. There are many graphic designers who, it's a big field, right? Graphic design. There are many of us who specialize in print design. There's still even a few book designers hanging around. So no need to feel ashamed about lack of knowledge in HTML or CSS.